a pagan. To Muslim, Jews and Christians are pagan. They simply worship a God different than their own. There's nothing bad or derogatory or evil about that word if you understand it in its correct context. Every European conqueror, from Columbus to Cortez to Washington, engaged in theological warfare. And each of these men violated the very commandments that they taught their slaves to adhere to. America is a Christian nation because America was founded by Christians who stole the land from the indigenous people, who murdered and who enslaved others, and taught those that they conquered, those that they enslaved, to believe in a doctrine that they did not adhere to themselves. And of course, these issues are never brought up in school. They're seldom brought up or discussed in church. It's something that we're just supposed to look the other way when it comes to. Act as if it didn't exist. And so it's important for us to begin to cultivate a different relationship with Spirit, a different relationship with the Creator, if we are to change the quality of our lives here in this country or anywhere else on earth. The study of history reveals that European world dominance is on the decline. Europeans are losing their control as people of color begin to assert themselves globally. And for the first time in history, for the first time in the last 2,000 years, the majority of Christians are non-European. That's one of the reasons why Pope John Paul II has traveled more to Africa than all of the popes combined. He's traveled more to South America than all of the popes combined, because he knows that the future of Catholicism is in people of color. So they are proselytizing and working overtime to see to it that they will have new members to keep them in power. In light of the imminent shift of world power and consciousness, European theologians and scholars have been devising new ways to consolidate their power. And for decades, they have been meeting behind closed doors. I remember at least 15, almost 20 years ago, hearing Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark in a conversation talk about a meeting, a conference that was held by Jewish theologians here in New York, where they talked about the origins of the Torah. And they talked about all the myths and the symbolism that was in this text, and how it was not a text to be taken literally.